And I don't want that to happen to Enugu Rangers. We're going to Angola to get a result.
Go to Angola and get a result. Okay, let's take this final call before we move to the English Premier League. Hello, good morning. How's that go? Okay, let's move over to the English Premier League. Okay, I'll give you the fixtures of the English Premier League. Then we'll talk about some few games because there are a whole lot of games that's happening today. Okay, the games that are happening today. By first early kickoff is Southampton versus Manchester United, Manchester City versus Brentford, Brighton versus Ipswich, Fulham versus West Ham, Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest, Crystal Palace versus Leicester City, Aston Villa versus Everton, then Bournemouth versus Chelsea. Okay, guys, this is the features for the Saturday game. On Sunday is the big one. It's Arsenal versus Tottenham Hotspur. But we are going. Arsenal is going away this time to play Spurs away in that game. Okay, let's talk about some few games. Okay, the second game in English Premier League is Wolves versus Newcastle. Okay, let's talk about the games today first. Southampton versus Manchester United. You know, we'll be talking about Manchester United all the time in this show. Ten Hag, if Ten Hag should stay, if Ten Hag should go, and all that. Now, they are playing not a big side. Like I won't call Southampton a small side, but they are not a big side. Now, that game, what are we expecting from Manchester United? It's a must win for Manchester United. No excuses, Nonso.
Well, no doubt it's a must win for Man United, but people always take away the context of when the guy says something that is valid and says something that is outright. Like, I don't know how to put it now. He said something about Ronaldo is far, and he said something about Casemiro, and they're about to crucify him for that statement. Throughout last season, Man United only had one defensive midfielder. All of last season, and for the season before that, one defensive midfielder in Casemiro. You get now. Last season it was only Casemiro, and they brought in a competition. If you're up for it, fine. You have to have players depth, and Ugarte is here. Cassie might start. Last season they suffered a lot of injuries. I'm not talking about last season now, but this season they need to show that character that they are a big side, that they are Man United, and they can't be run riot or they can't be put on the pedestal of smaller teams. This is Man United. They should be winning games, and like he said we would fight in Ten Hag's statement. I'm making Ten Hag's speech now, so it doesn't look like he made some statement that is going to bite him at the back later. He said we would fight to win every game. That's the mentality of the team. That's the mentality of the coach that wants to win trophies. And I think against Southampton, we're going to see players come in, the Leeds and Ugarte, they might come in and test their legs in the Premier League.
What are you expecting in that game, John? Because if you look at that game, Ten Hag is already on the hot seat. Because if anything, apart from the pundits, everybody will be on him after this game.
Ten Hag is always on the hot seat, and he likes being there because he keeps putting himself there, and that has to just be said. When it comes to Manchester United, anything is on the table. You can go in there and lose ridiculously well. So I'm not going
I don't understand. Yeah, expecting Southampton to get a result today.
Yeah, I expect any team in the Premier League to get a result out of Manchester United because that is the quality of results that they've been getting.
This is pure victory and hatred for Man United side coming from John. I'll say this the way it is because
any team can walk in and get a result.
You remember when
simple and short.
You remember a manager for Man United that was tagged PE teacher. Everybody might remember that name, PE teacher. That man got wins against Man City. In short, now people are celebrating Arteta for getting 4 points off Pep Guardiola. That man got 8 points off Pep Guardiola in a single season. FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Premier League. There was time they played Carabao Cup home and away. He lost first leg. He went to Etihad and won. In the Premier League, he beat Man City home and away. 6 points plus 1 win. That's total of 4 games, 3 wins. And he wasn't sung praises. But yet, somebody got manager and they're singing in praises. Ten Hag is trying to do the same thing. This guy last season or 2 seasons ago.
At the end of the day, everyone is entitled to their opinion. And at the end of the day, everybody has their own quirks and pecs.
It's not about everybody having their own pecs and
pecs. Who you dislike. Simple.
It's the same thing we say. If it's another goalkeeper, the striking options are not. If it's their goalkeeper, the goalkeeper is fantastic, Mr. Fantastico. It's the same thing for coaches. Ten Hag is getting results. In his first season, he got 3 points off Pep Guardiola. Nobody sang him praises. and yet he finished
You
third.
got 3 points
John,
off
wait,
Guardiola, and
wait.
you went and you ballooned the greatest losing streak in Manchester United history.
And what happened?
And we should
And he still
celebrate
got-
him for 3 points.
It's
Come
just
on,
the same
man, this
thing.
is double standard.
It's not double. I'm not saying
Straight up.
if this is double standard.
You
coming from me,
celebrate 3 points,
if
you
this
took
is
off
double
Pep
standard- see, this
Guardiola,
is- if-
and
if
then
this-
you
John,
you
if this is double
accept
standard coming from me,
over
then
how
you should
many
be the one.
losses?
You should be the king.
over how many losses
You should be the
in-
king.
in one season.
John, you should be the
I
king.
I
You should be the
dislike
king
that
to be
is just
crowned. You
crazy.
should be the king to be crowned. King of double standards, because you're the one making standards now. You're saying Ten Hag is
I
not
am
good
not a
enough.
benchmark
Why-
of standards. I'm
no,
just
no,
saying
you're
what
just saying.
it is.
You're just saying.
I'm saying
You're
I'm calling
saying-
it as it is.
You're
Simple
saying
and
now.
short.
Now this is you saying the same thing we said over about Arteta, and you were saying the exact opposite. You understand? Ten Hag now. This is Man United. He's trying to build. Though he came out to say end of an era. We know the end of an era will take time.
End of an era don't bab in head now. Ain't don't change mouth.
End of an era will take time. It's not. You see, even Pep Guardiola came and said the same thing, and it took him 2 years to win a trophy. Club came and said we will try. We will not we will win. No, we will try, and it took him 4 years. It took him 4 years to touch one single trophy.
At this
Not-
point, you are
not-
beginning to sound like a broken record.
I'm not saying-
because
see,
you keep calling up the same numbers. You keep calling up the same people.
Even if you put him up,
Even though
even if you
these
put him
people are
up,
not
I
in the
said
same class.
this. I said this. Even if you put up their numbers in their first 2 seasons, their points per game would tell a different story. In their first 2 seasons, go and check it. Their points per game will tell a different story. He had more points per game in his first 2 seasons combined, in respect to Arteta and Jurgen Klopp, respectively.
If you are, the Ten Hag issue is that Ten Hag, Manchester United does have that, in quotes, that
The
question.
media
But that's what I
bias.
understand. The problem again is that no matter what happens, he the kind of record he broke for the wrong reasons. That's the worst part of the problem.
Thank you.
But let's see what.
Call it as it is.
Well, let's see what
Call it
Manchester
as
United
it
will be
is.
doing.
See, Godwin, let's be honest here. Not even last season, when he finished third on the table, he already started facing fire from the media because he's not an Englishman.
Shebi is the one that say he want to end there, and is it me that said I want to end there?
I think we keep saying that.
Me say I want to end there. You should back it up. Back it up. That's what I'm saying. Back it up.
Okay, they are going to play in the first game today, Southampton
Early
versus
kick-off.
Manchester.
Early kick-off, they always have to predict who go
Yes,
win, no?
let's see what happens. Okay, let's do the prediction, John. I know you don't like Manchester United like that, but let's get your prediction, John.
It's gonna be a draw, man.
A draw.
Early kickoff, they have to predict. So, like, big
As
City
always,
win
hedge
early
your
kickoff.
bets.
I'm not
Fine.
hedging my bet. If Man United will go all with the away win, fine.
Okay, another game that is happening by 3 o'clock is Manchester City versus Brentford. Manchester City, remember, Pep Guardiola is I will not call it the problem for English Premier League because
Sorry,
everybody is trying to wrestle that league away from Manchester City. The hearing for it, they have 115 charges starts on Monday,
today.
and they have been asking Pep a whole lot of questions about that, and he kept saying that this is not a law court. They have to be found guilty before they are guilty. So he's always deflecting those questions. He said that it doesn't matter, that he's going to stay with Manchester City. But that game against Brentford, what are you expecting in that game, Nasu?
You know, there's this level of questioning that I always understand. There are managers that would come in and die for their players and their team off the camera. And Pep is just one of those managers. I'll give him respect for that. You ask him questions like, you're facing charges, and he tells you, see, people that are football, the board and every other person are there to face charges. He believes is this one of managers that's why I give him respect. He's one of these managers that will come out, back his players, back his team, and leave he can throw the board under the bus. These questions could go to the board, and like he said, he's not the lawyer. He's not the one to make decisions. So the lawyers could do their job. Let me do my job on the pitch. Now he's eliminating that pressure of we are facing law case in court, and he's putting on an easy pressure on them on the field. The pressure on the field, really getting a result on the pitch is enough for them to handle.
The last time I even saw Pep being under pressure when he was coaching Barcelona.
No,
he left Barcelona, and he has been
Like-
relaxed. No matter what's happening
I think he's been under pressure in what's it called one time like that in Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich.
Yes.
Last time I saw him was Barca, and that's because the Barca fans are hilarious with their expectations and demands.
Okay, John, if you look at that game, you are a City fan. Probably Haaland might not start. Probably he's trying to give him a rest. And he said he didn't buy any striker throughout this summer. And if Haaland don't start, what are you expecting? Who do you think that will start in that striking role?
Yeah, he can always go back to his first nine and play somebody else in that role. Let's not forget that Grealish has played in that role before, and Bernardo has also played in that role. And so whoever he picks up, I trust him, and I know we are getting a win.
Okay, Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest. Our Scotsman has been doing well. 3 games, 3 wins, 0 goal conceded. He is top of the league, obviously. Okay, he's not top of the league. Manchester City is top of the league. They are second. Yes, we go different. They are second, but he has done well in his first 3 games for not even conceding 1 goal. And they played Manchester United also.
Well, I like see, I like to take my words back. If I see someone good, I say this person is good. I see someone who's terrible, I say it's terrible. I see someone I want to give time, I say fine, I want to give this person more time. And Slot, though the critics came in, he's not signing any players, he's this, he's that, this and that, all those things were said about him in the beginning, and many people made the joke due to his name, he's going to take more. They brought in more goals behind his defense line. But yet we've seen a revelation in his side that probably starts from the bench last season. Brian Gravenberch. And this season as Jota can be an injury prone. But Jota has played 3 matches straight. I started and played more than 6 times because Jota plays 50 minutes in a match. He gets knocked, 2 matches is not available. But he's played 60 minutes plus in 3 different games, and he's been starting. He's even ready to start the next game, which tells you that he's brought out a key line of what's called attack in that side. And I look at the Man City side, I'm seeing like every other person, like before we say Salah does not have a replacement. Now we're seeing a replacement for Mo Salah in the person he brought in, Federico Chiesa. So we're saying the attack line has replacement. They can fight on for every chance they get, and he's bringing a side that could go on to win the Premier League. I'm sorry to say this, but he's bringing up a going to win the
team. His team has been playing well. He's changed his position and the passing football. He's trying to wait. He found a way to merge both of them together, and it's working for them. But Slot, his flowers.
Slot is going to concede a goal today, first and foremost.
Wow.
He's going to win the game. Yes.
Our only man is there.
He's going to concede a goal today. Mark my words, you're going to see it today when that game starts. But he's going to win. Like I said, I am not as fast as some are to come out and start singing praises. Like
I'm not singing praises. Let me criticize this guy.
Before. I'm just saying that it's still too early, and I'm sitting on my fence on Slot. Yes.
Okay, the last game of the day is going to happen 8 o'clock. It's Bournemouth versus Chelsea. Chelsea has been doing well. After they lost the first game, they picked up form. They won that game, I think 6-2 against Wolves. Then they drew the last game. How are you seeing Chelsea? Do you see that Chelsea, they are progressing? Because I think today, Sancho is going to make his debut for the club today. So he's been talking about Sancho. He said that he doesn't care what happened with Sancho and Manchester United, that what you're seeing is new Sancho at Chelsea. But generally, that game, John, what are you expecting?
Chelsea have always been inconsistent. I expect them to still remain to Chelsea. Well, let's see how it works out. A lot of moves have come in to Chelsea and haven't panned out the club. So hopefully they get a point, get their season on track. Hopefully they remain and none the wiser.
John, do you think Sancho should be starting for Chelsea as a first? Because they have a whole lot of
they have irrelevant squad depth. Because you say you need squad depth to win titles, but in Chelsea they also have too much of depth that they don't know who to start and who not to start. So I'm looking at Chelsea and I'm like, if you ask me who should start and who not to start, I would be like, man, I don't have an answer to that question, so leave it the way it is.
Okay, let's play your prediction for today's game, all the games that happened to. Okay, let's start with Manchester City versus Brentford. John, you go to support Man City. Yeah, straight win, I know. No, so what do you make of that?
Straight win for Man City, though, 2-1.
Okay. Liverpool, Nottingham Forest. Let's get your prediction.
It's a 2-0 win for Liverpool.
2-1 win for Liverpool.
2-1, okay, they will concede a goal today. Okay, for Chelsea,
just money. Broke their banks.
Even
West Ham
I spent money, but I did not sign.
Yes.
And West Ham did not sign any. They did not break any. What's it called? Any record this season in incoming this season. I think the highest incoming or the highest player bought for West Ham was Sebastian Haller. and he's not in the team anymore. So West Ham did not break any bank to buy any players, and most of the players they got in were for free. So Fulham have gotten the
So I know
team
you.
from
You
Arsenal.
are,
Just-
you are
most of the
rooting.
teams
You are
from
rooting
Just
for
two
your
or
team.
my
three,
team,
bro.
my team will win.
Okay, I
My
rooting
team
for
will
it.
definitely
Okay, let's
win.
go to the big one on Sunday. Sunday is the Super Sunday that's happening in Premier League. It's Spurs versus Arsenal. Arsenal has a whole lot of injuries, especially in their midfield. Odegaard might not play because he got injured when he played international football for Norway. They have a Merino is injured because he broke his shoulder. I think Gabriel tackled him in training. Welcome to the Premier League. If in fact, imagine it's your own teammate that is tackling you and he got injured. Now Sterling might be making his debut for Arsenal, and Arteta was asked about him. He said that the first call he made, and Sterling told him, "I was waiting for this call." Did it for him. You know, everybody's hyping their own
He
player.
said something about the smile, the energy
The
level.
smile, the energy level of
that,
Sterling, yes.
So he said all of that, but it's yet to be seen on the field of play.
Okay, normally I think he's going to make his debut. But I don't think he will start, but he's going to make his debut. But that game, no, so what do you? That is the big. Not a debut is always a
So
big game
London derby,
for.
yes.
Yes, a London derby is always a big game in England. But that game, how are you seeing panning out? Do you think Arsenal has what it takes to win Spurs, even though they have a whole lot of injuries?
Only 2 injuries now is a whole lot, man.
Three injuries for
Odegaard
crying out
and
loud.
Calafiori, people that
Odegaard, Calafiori,
you know Mourinho will be
yes.
starting off from the bench. Odegaard from last, let's say, okay, 3 injuries and is a whole
What are we
lot.
saying?
Man, not funny. 3 injuries and is a whole lot, man.
What are we
Okay,
saying?
fine. I understand. I understand where you guys are coming from. Though I've said this before, injuries doesn't really count. Since if injuries cannot be an excuse, then I think you should find a way to win. Always find a way to win games. The injuries for Arsenal are tough, though we know these players are difficult to replace. The likes of Odegaard, in particular. I'm still seeing Calafiori come off the bench, so I wouldn't say it's an out and out. Maybe the injury that might hurt them, but Odegaard's injury is just the one that might just hurt. And I'm saying it's high time you give players who will be willing to fight. You get fight for the ball, fight for the position, inspire these young players to do well. This is where you know if you have a rare gem in your side or not. You get, and I think if you introduce, I'll keep saying this, if you introduce young players in big games, just like sometimes how Pep does, you would know that these players will go on to give you their life on the pitch. And it's just what Arsenal should do now. They would like to play Highline, Tottenham Hotspur, and they're playing at home. They would like to play Highline, but they still also need to be conscious of the Arsenal space in Saka and Martinelli.
Okay, John. Before I get to you, John, remember live. We are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. When you go there, drop your comments. We have our comment section are buzzing. Everybody is talking about their own team in the comment section, and some people are not supporting you. So I'm going to read some of the comments here. We have a whole lot of comments. But that game, John, what are you expecting in that game? Arsenal versus Spurs.
Yeah, Arsenal can't afford to bank on the injury excuse, especially if your credential for the league is valid. Then you should be looking to win irrespective of those injuries, and you need to play attacking football. You need to play pro-aggressive attacking football, which means play style should remain the same, move players around, and look to soak the life out of Spurs, because it's a derby game. And Fabregas came out to say that it's more important for Arsenal to get the win than Spurs, because for Spurs, if they finish, I'm quoting Fabregas right now, if they finish 5th or 6th, yeah, they improve one step better the following season. But Arsenal, they've been on that title hunt now for 2 years plus, and this is the 3rd season. So they can't afford to rest their oars. They can't afford to do what they did when they went one man down against their last game. They need to come out and play good football. So yes, I'm going to give a win to Arsenal, and I'm going to see Sterling possibly starting that match because they need him. Arteta came out to say that he loves the hunger and the passion he's seen in Sterling's belly and the way he's been carrying himself, giving everybody in the club a lift. And so let's see if that positivity could be the silver bullet that takes down Spurs.
Okay, let's see what happens in that game. Arsenal is going to play the Spurs because he's talking about he's going to be winning a title. I don't know what title he's going to win in his 2nd season, but let's see what
Scotland though.
Let's see how he said he always wins.
He
titles.
said it plainly. I always win titles in my second season.
We'll ask him how far at the end of the season.
Now we criticize one person for not coming in and saying the same sentiment. This one has been there for 1 year. and is making this kind of statement, is not under Daniel Levy, please. You need some certain level of fan base and intelligence to see you can win trophies, and we back you.
Okay, remember guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. So I'll bring comments. Comments are buzzing here. We have a whole lot of comments. And Josh is saying Ten Hag always says that, but nothing has been done towards that. Jetopia, good morning, guys. Solomon, good morning, Solomon. Solomon, he said, Ude Chidozie is not so like Ten Hag. And like to be Mr. John, leave Ten Hag alone. I beg. Even Ateta is struggling. Ten Hag has got results. Ten Hag has got results than Ateta. That means he won more trophies.
Not even the trophies. I'm talking about the points per game.
Okay, and is predicting that. And Neglected is predicting Man U will beat Southampton. Today, he does say, don't say talk true. Ten Hag is a clown. Don't say, please tell me what pattern does Ten Hag play.
Thank you.
Look at it. He plays pass.
Brother.
It's not maybe God about football. Let me answer the question. It's a question to me, yeah. Is it passing pro-aggressive football? But the thing is, they always lose the ball. So when they are like pro-aggressive football, you get pro-attacking football, which means you need to attack. You need 6 men in your positions.
Is it working?
But when you lose the ball, you only have 2 men at your back. That's the problem. And you were saying something about Ateta the other day off camera, and you said he was building from the back. Even when it was not working, he still stood with building from the back. Now it's working for him. Now with Ten Hag, it's not working, but he still has to be stubborn with it, and he continues to build from the back, which is a problem for him because he would continue to stubbornly do it until it starts to work. Now, if you're not seeing it, many other people are seeing it. But the thing is, for Ten Hag, it has more negative side because against Liverpool, we saw those negative side. We saw many of those lapses exploited by the Liverpool side. Against Brighton, we saw it. In his first season as well, we saw it. When these lapses were exploited by Brighton and Brentford, and he conceded many goals, I think 6 goals in those 2 games.
The question is he going to use 6 years to get this side to play that?
If Ateta has taken 4 years to get it to play that side,
that's the thing. And then secondly,
the thing is, you're speaking from this angle. Man United fans are not patient enough. You understand? Are not patient enough to see this thing work. And so is the footballing nation in general. They are not patient enough to see it work.
Manchester United are not Arsenal.
Okay, let's take on a few opinions. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Kelvin from One Day.
Okay, Kelvin. What do you make of these games happening today?
I'm a Man U fan, though. I will not lie. I have Man U fan, but I'm even scared of predicting Man U game this year because my hand up giving me heart attack.
Yeah.
No, so I don't know this thing you have with Ten Hag. You better come Ten Hag back to come to West Ham.
I don't need him, man. I would prefer to.
Even me, that I'm a Man U fan, it is within my power to sack that man. I would have done that a long time ago. We can just take him. It's a free package so that at least I will bring a better coach for us.
Who's the better coach?
At least there are still some people better in that market than Ten Hag.
You
see, because he won that Carabao Cup.
Bro, no, wait. True talk, man. How was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's record?
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was better than Ten Hag.
But you guys still forced him out, yes?
The man, you people, they didn't even just give that man a chance. Up to today, I'm still crying for that man. Somebody that finished second on the league, and they just came and just pursue him.
True question, not the Man U people. The Man U fan base, you people did not give him time. You people did not. Yes, and you people wanted him out because he did not have tactics.
Why are they giving time?
Wait, now you said Ole does not have tactics, and he won against Man City on several occasions. Yes.
Yeah.
Now Ten Hag is here, and yet you people said he's the Messiah, and now you people want him out after 2 years. Why?
I'm not among those people. Those people that say he's a Messiah, they should go and take him on. He's not a new Messiah.
Okay. Thank you very much, my guy. Thank you very much.
West Ham, please do.
West Ham does not need the manager now. We are waiting for Moyes to come back. Thank you very much, my guy.
Okay, 0706 048 5853. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Name and location, please.
It's Manchester United color.
Oh,
Oh,
Manchester
the money
United.
doesn't. Please go and eat before you watch that game today. Eat your 3 square meal. Eat morning, afternoon, and night before 12 o'clock, please, my brother.
I disagree with the last color.
Okay.
Pure Manchester. He says a diehard.
Yes.
I'm more than Manchester United
Top fan.
In Nigeria, in Enugu.
in Nigeria, in any year, top 2.
Okay, top 2, not top 1.
Let me tell you something about Manchester United. John,
Mm-hmm.
please leave Manchester United alone. Focus on Manchester City.
Okay.
Where or not, leave Manchester United alone, please.
We have to analyze all the teams. You cannot leave Manchester United
The
alone.
man has already won 2 trophies.
Irrespective.
See, those trophies will not be enough.
But what does Arsenal have won since 4 years?
Arsenal are not Manchester United.
Don't
You
be
say
saying
you are
that they
the
are-
biggest
no,
club.
no,
You say you are the
John,
biggest club
John,
in England.
John, don't be saying
you have
that.
heritage. You have this. Your fans feel pampered and spoiled over the years, and you
John,
guys
John.
can't wait and rebuild.
John, calm down.
You
Don't
guys
be
can't wait
saying
and
that.
rebuild.
Arsenal is
It's
also
the
a big
truth.
side. You know, when they talk about trophies, Arsenal fans will come out and say they are the, what's it called, the team to win a season without losing a single game. So continue, my guy.
Manchester United will still do well this season.
Amen.
Forget about what is happening. They
Yes.
say you should predict, and you say Manchester United 0-0 against Southampton. It's an insult.
It could be a loss. We all know that.
Okay, let's see what is going to happen in today's game. Okay, let me read some more comments here on our YouTube channel. Our YouTube is buzzing and is buzzing. And okay, Charles Jelenzo is saying at Obi. Okay, I believe I take out of your mouth. Okay, he's talking about somebody in the comment section. And Cletus Obi is Manchester City will beat our Frank Onyeka's Brentford.
No,
2
he's
goals
gone. He's gone out
to
from
1.
Brentford now.
And Cletus Obi is saying, Charles, but you know what I'm saying is true. Okay, he's replying somebody in our comment section. Udechi does say, Nonso, how many years they had talk to for former? I didn't get that. How many years
Mhm.
the hack talks too much former Madrid? Okay, I didn't get that. But he said I want Zinedine Zidane, former Chelsea, former Madrid coach, to come to Manchester United.
You people will still force him out after 2 seasons. So don't go there.
And Anacletus will be saying Man U fans are now crucifying Ten Hag.
Mhm.
Now they are praising Ugarte.
They are singing
Let's
Ugate's
not-
praise.
yes,
Let's wait
let's-
till next season.
Wait now. Let me not hear pim from you guys next season. The problem Man you have is pressure from their fan base. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, God bless.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
It's Bishop Constantine.
Okay, Bishop.
Welcome, Bishop.
What is your contribution, Bishop?
Let me start from the Rangers.
Okay, Rangers game. Okay.
Congratulations to them. They won, but 1 goal is not enough. Never.
It's never enough.
Thank
I
I
know.
never know. You know.
The only way we are discussing it is because it's not North America. They will roast you.
It's in the West African derby, man.
It's not enough going to North America. North Africa. 2 goals is in fact we haven't seen 3 goals that were up. Not to talk of 1. So, is Angola? Is it Angola, right?
Yes, Angola.
Yes,
Yes,
Angola.
Yes. It's part of that in Africa. Maybe that's why we are even saying maybe. But generally, going away, 1 goal is not enough. I
Okay.
don't see them surviving. But maybe if they put a fight, they can survive 0-0. So I don't know because I don't believe in backboard. I hate that kind of ball.
Football. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
But you will not play, you will just be there. They will want to kill you, you'll be waiting for chance, opportunity you will not see. I don't like that kind. I like when you come out and play. That is my kind of football. You have leg, play. Understand? Then, I don't know, but maybe I wish them well. I wish them luck for them to survive there. But I will not be surprised if nothing happens. There is 1 goal anyway. Man U and Ten Hag. No,
Yes, my
I'm
man.
not coming after you. You are right in what you are saying. Hiring and hiring. They have hired and sacked many coaches. You can
Many
mention
top
them.
coaches. Good coaches.
Experience and inexperience.
Mhm.
I say. I don't know, like I said it here. I can't stand and see that the problem is the coach alone. I always share the problems of United among all of them.
All of the fan base, the board, and all of that. Thank you.
Understand? All of them are part of the problem. Like me, I think for them to repeat that thing, they need to start afresh. Do you get me? You can bring Pep here today, if not because he's I will tell you that he will fail at the United. Do you get me? Who have they hired? Who? Mourinho has come, Van Gaal has come, Ole has come, who else? Many of them. Understand? But Ten Hag has not convinced me yet. He has not. Considering the signings and the money he has spent, he has not built that team. Maybe you say that 2 years is too small, but I'm categorically that he has not built the team. He hasn't. Look at what the fans is saying, including me. You are not sure, uncomfortable between your chest that they will go and beat Southampton in a way. Are you telling me that you are sure, John? Sorry, no. So are you sure, comfortably, they will go and play good football, play dominant football and win?
Man, that's one thing. That's one thing he said in his last press conference. He said we need to work on keeping the possession. See, it's
not there for the past 2 years. He has not built it. I always tell you this. He has not.
Okay, Bishop.
Understand me? He has not.
Okay.
Yes, I think I don't want to argue about Arteta and him. Arteta has a team. You can't compare the team. If you watch good football, if you sit and watch football, not our statements, you can't compare them. Arteta and his voice will roast you.
I'm not comparing both of them now, but look at it.
Then the trophies will come. All this Katango struggling. Man, you struggles a lot. It's my team.
If you don't give somebody time and patience on the job, how? Bishop, yeah? Bishop.
Yeah, I can hear you.
If you don't give someone patience and time on the job, how do you expect him to get results? You need a quick... See, now you're sounding like a Man United fan that needs a quick fix than a
2 years. 2 years is something, bro.
2 years is nothing. Ferguson took 4 years. Did you go back to that record?
Let me tell you what I mean. In these 2 years, I'm not expecting Premier League. It's too much. What I'm expecting you to play...
Bishop,
it's for me. I am in support of you.
Bishop, I have to let you go. Thank you for your contribution, Bishop. Yes, we are getting your point, Bishop.
At least by now, we should have a team.
Basic fundamentals we cannot see.
At least by now, I'll be comfortable. Come on, they are going to raise something away. But now, I'm not even draw self will be okay for my fans. That is how level they are. Do you get me? Southampton, what is Southampton? You're not playing City. You're not sure, convinced. They think that they will go there and rule Southampton 3-0.
All right, Bishop, please, I have to let you go, sir.
Having a team that can perform.
Yeah, I understand you, Bishop. Thank you very much, Bishop.
Your team is playing the fool. You give it to Liverpool already.
Bishop, you don't do. Bishop. Thank you very much, Bishop.
Thank you, Bishop. Bishop is
the best. He's very passionate and see, I like my fans like this. They understand the mistakes and they know what to build on. Not telling me sack him immediately.
Okay.
He's not saying sack him, but he's saying give him time or let's see.
Let's go back to if we discuss Premier League, we will not go here. We can discuss Premier League for 2 hours. But one day we'll sit down and discuss Premier League maybe for one full day.
One full day. You know, we don't talk finish.
I say it's crazy. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube and we have amazing content there for you to go and watch. You can go there and watch. Okay, let's move on to Spain, La Liga. I'll give you the fixtures for tomorrow. Mallorca versus Villarreal, Espanyol versus Deportivo Alavés, Sevilla versus Getafe, Real Sociedad versus Real Madrid. That's the big one game for today. For tomorrow, Celta Vigo versus Real Valladolid, Girona versus Barcelona, Las Palmas versus Atletico Bilbao, Atletico Madrid versus Valencia. Okay, quick one, guys. Let's talk about the Real Madrid versus Real Sociedad. What are Mbappe again? The Mbappe and the big boys are going to play today. What are you expecting to see that game, John?
I'm expecting Madrid to win. I'm expecting Mbappe to get on his score sheet.
David Silva in midfield.
He needs to improve and keep on improving.
See, I'm just saying, no matter how we say it, I think where we have a problem now is with Kama and Jude not in the lineup. If they are going to be available today, then fine, Madrid might run them riots because these players know how to hustle for balls, create chances as well, have forward mind for attacking. But in the Real Sociedad side, they are conservative to holding on the ball, creating chances. We know many of their players played in the Premier League as well. But in Real Madrid bench, there's this player that played for Tottenham Hotspur who's gone on to win trophies. So I think Real Madrid will win, but it will be a very tough game for them.
The other game that's happening in the Spanish La Liga is Girona versus Barcelona also.
Man, Barcelona, Girona was the revelation of the season last year.
No, Barca has won 4
4
in 4.
games in
Yes.
a row. And let's see. I think Girona will be trying to hurt them, stop them, because they are still in that contention of want to go back to want to continue playing in Europe. And I think that was what Moyes brought to the mentality Moyes brought to West Ham. Let's continue to play in Europe so people can see that we are a big team, we're a good side. So I think
Sacked
that's
him
what
for it.
and they sacked him for it. And I think that's what Girona are trying to do now. They want to go and tell people that, see, no matter how our names small reach, we know we don't have a history as the big names like Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, but we want to continue to play in the Continentals and tell people that we are also not a side to write
Well,
off.
your prediction for that Real Madrid game first.
Real Madrid game 2-1.
Your prediction for Real Madrid game, John?
2-0.
2-0 for Real Madrid.
Yes.
Yeah, for Barcelona game for Girona, what's your prediction, John?
Barcelona 3-1.
What's your prediction, Nonso?
2-1.
The other title contenders, let's just go to the prediction. Atletico Madrid versus Valencia. What is your prediction there?
Atletico win.
Atletico all the way.
Atletico all the way. Okay, let's move on to Italian Serie A. On Saturday, Como is playing Bologna, Empoli, Juventus, AC Milan, Venezia. That's the game that is happening on Saturday. On Sunday is Genoa versus Roma, Atlanta versus Fiorentina, Torino versus Lecce, Cagliari versus Napoli, and Monza versus Inter Milan. Let's talk about only Inter Milan because Inter Milan, normally we talk about Napoli, but Osimhen is not there. Osimhen have moved. So let's talk about the defending champion Monza versus Inter Milan. Let's get your prediction from that game.
The former board of AC Milan, now some of them, after going to prison and coming back, he bought his shares at Monza and he's running the club from there now. So he was invited. He once upon a time invited Zlatan to come and be a player, and they said no, AC Milan is always AC Milan. You guys built AC Milan, but no, this is AC Milan. And I think Monza have been doing good over the years.
No, Monza is playing Inter Milan actually, not AC Milan.
I'm just saying Monza has been doing good over the years. I just mentioned the name of AC Milan just to talk about Monza. Monza have been doing good over the years. I think that same board, they know how to handle football matters, and they're putting that same intelligence into Monza. And I think they'll get a result, maybe a 1 goal. But not a 1 goal win.
Okay,
they might get on the score
They are
sheet.
still going to lose. So
They might get on the
yes,
score
Inter
sheet.
Milan all the way.
Inter
They should
Milan.
be careful though. Monza are a good side.
Okay, let's move on to Germany, Bundesliga. In Germany, I'll give you the fixtures for today. Wolfsburg versus Frankfurt, Leipzig, RB, Leipzig versus Union Berlin, Hoffenheim versus Bayern Leverkusen, Borussia Mönchengladbach versus Stuttgart, Freiburg versus Bochum. That name. Bochum, yes. Hosting Chaos. I like that name. Hosting Chaos. It sounds like it's a sweet name. Hosting Chaos versus Bayern.
Name with a steez.
Hosting Chaos by Bayern Munich. That's a big game. Then on Sunday is Augsburg versus St. Pauli. Mainz versus
Dortmund played yesterday.
Yes, Werder Bremen. I want to talk about that. Then Dortmund played that game, winning that game 4 goals to 2. When we talk about the preview of that game, Dortmund are scoring this team 4 goals to 2. What do you make of that game?
We said about Heidenheim finishing 8th last season and qualifying for the Continentals this year. Now, this season, they have put up a performance, won their first 2 games without conceding much goals. Against Dortmund, we know it was going to rain heavy on them, but you saw them play like a style you need to play, like a side that would want to win trophies, like a side that want to compete with the big boys. And I think I'm happy for the coach. He's been doing a good job so far.
Okay, let's take it. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
This is Chris Santos calling.
Okay, what is your contribution? Please, in 1 minute.
Fan.
In 1 minute, please.
English playing tired. 2 hours in they explain my problem. Guy, my fan, the wahala no be here. You know what they worry my here? That they sing where they don't commit sins.
I calm down.
During the factory regime where however they do Yahoo, they take them, they do Yahoo, they win every cup. They say they don't even merit that, they carry the penalty, red card, and then they
I strongly disagree with you there.
Premier League.
Okay.
Now that's in the other effect. They need to apologize. So.
Okay.
They need to apologize to Liverpool, apologize to Chelsea, apologize to Arsenal, apologize to Tottenham. Those who they don't wound. I wait till they worry them. That's it. That prayer I go. When they come carry him back, it's for them.
Thank you very much. Okay, I understand what you're saying. Okay, but Bayern Munich, let's predict the Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich is facing Hosting Chaos. I like that name. Hosting Chaos. What?
If not by liking the name, they go win now.
So what's the operation for that game?
John.
John, what's your
Don't be
prediction
looking
for
at
that
me. Answer is your question.
Win Bayern Munich.
game? Bayern Munich have to win. Okay, what do you think of that game?
You know I don't like Vincent.
Oh, okay.
But he go fit win this one, Sha. He
Okay,
go
the
fit win
fixtures
this one.
of Ligue 1 in France is Marseille versus Nice, Auxerre versus Monaco, PSG versus Brest. What's the prediction for PSG versus Brest?
PSG will
PSG
win
will
because
win.
they've been winning comfortably
Yes.
since the beginning
Yeah,
of the
in the
season.
League On.
The Marseille will also probably win today too.
Definitely, Marseille go win. Man, you can struggle with who will score the goals, but Marseille already know who scores.
Okay. On Sunday is Rennes versus Montpellier, Nantes versus Reims, Toulouse versus Lavaz, Strasbourg versus Angers, and the final game is Lens versus Lyon. That's all the games happening throughout this weekend. And the Nigeria Professional League, I'm going to give you the features, is happening today.
Today, Remo Stars.
Today and tomorrow. There are games happening today. I'm going to give you fixtures for today's game. Is Rivers United versus Heartland of Owerri, Remo Stars versus Sunshine United, El Kanemi Warriors versus Kwara United, Oka United versus Abia United, Bayelsa United versus Kano Pillars. That's for tomorrow game. Another Katsina United versus Bendel Insurance, Niger Tornadoes versus Nasarawa United, and Shooting Stars versus Plateau United. We have a whole lot of games happening throughout this weekend in everywhere. Matches. So let's go and enjoy our weekend. Let's sit down, take a cup of something, and sit down and enjoy our weekend and watch football. As we said, as Bishop said, it's time for us to collect the remote from our women. And it's time for enjoy our weekend and watch football.
If you finish, for the children, if you finish your assignments early before 12:30, you can watch cartoon. But once it's 12:30, just drop remote.
Just drop the remote. Okay, let's enjoy our weekend and enjoy the world of football everywhere in Europe, in Nigeria. If you're around your own state, you can go to the stadium and support your team. My name is Godwin. I'll see you on Monday. On Monday, we have to talk about games. If any team loses today, you go have for them on Monday. See you guys on Monday. It's for me. Bye for now.
Hello, Enugu, and welcome to Volt 104.3 FM, where music meets the voltage.
Take a break and enjoy the show.